Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. It is times like these when I always try and start the video with a little bit of a surprise, a little bit of a what do you think this car is. Always try to do that, but I always kind of forget that you always know what it is because you've seen the screenshot before you come in, or it's in the title, so there's not really much point. But this is Tokyo again, and Mr. Ridley's come up with another little gem, supposedly. I've not driven this, and I'm going to show you this off the bat. No cuts, no edits. It's going to be one hit. We're going to see if we can take this all the way, no stop to the end. I have no idea what it's going to do. He's given me no description other than this is what it can do. The setup is really straightforward. You just have to put the tyres on, adjust the aero a little bit. There's no parts to add. It's cosmetic. Wheels don't really matter. There's no aero to add. The car has everything it needs. Put a skin on it, and you'll be all the way for the win. So let's just go and show you that. So here you go, sports hard tyres, fully customizable suspension, nothing changed, fully customizable diff, nothing changed. But the torque distribution element you can put to where you like. You know, depending on what you want in terms of 50, 50, 40, 60, you know that if you put it 50, 50, the front tyres are going to wear quite significantly. So really, probably put that where you want to. I'm going to start off that with 37 to 40, 60 and see where that goes. Downforce at the front, 132, rear 250, fully customizable ECU, no changes. Power restricted, it is what it is. Fully customizable racing transmission set to 330. I think it comes in at 190 or 210. Just pump it up all the way up. No nitrous. Turbocharger will come default set to medium. But if you warp that down to normal, everything will be fine. There's nothing else to add. Brake balance probably needs to be somewhere around the 2 or 3. Try and take the pain off the front tyres. There's nothing else added at all. Go to the track. So as you all know, this is the World Touring Car 600. If you're new to the channel, which I'm sure a few of you are, people are still posting in the major Facebook pages. Can you help me with this race? And this is another one that is going to really help you out. It's not a specific, I think it might be a Legend Shop purchase. At the end of the day, it is what it is. If you've actually got the Nissan, you'll know that's a great car. And the Nissan GTR 17, that is. But this one's going to be highly competitive. If you've already got the Escudo, this one could be a challenger for the King of the Ring at the Tokyo 600. We'll have to see. This is 600 pp or less race. We're going to aim to get 835k, 825k with the clean race bonus. That's the critical thing to make this a good grind. You know, if you hit the wall, you're going to have problems on the first couple of laps. You'll get mechanical damage. Shortcut penalty is going to be heavy. Don't hit that hairpin at the end too fast, or you'll break that shortcut penalty and lose the clean race bonus. Other than that, let's get to the race. So here it is, it's 12 laps of the east clockwise circuit. Settings for us: assist will be traction control 1, default ABS. It's a race car. We probably need to put that on. No, it's because it's wet and it is a smooth circuit, but because it's wet, we'll leave it on default. Counter steer assistance on strong. Braking indicators on. I don't know why that is. We'll turn that off. We don't use them. Controller settings, we are on a Fanatec DD+. This has got the GT Extreme wheel. Force feedback max torque 8, force feedback sensitivity 10. I'm on my setting number 5, S5. I could show you the settings that I've got for the wheel, but I've done that. I haven't done that on a video yet. I'll need to do that for you. So let's make a start. Let's dive straight in. Fuel map, absolutely no idea, but we'll skip through to the fuel screen and we'll see how many laps it's going to deliver to us. We won't really know till we get to the end of the first lap. or at least the corner of the apex. We're at 9.8 and it's going up. Flipping past the opposition quite nicely. 5th gear into 6th gear. Top speed is not going to be tremendous, but we're going to go all the way no stop. Already at 10.6 laps. Going to brake on the 150 just before. We can brake much later than that. In 11th place. It's actually got bags of grip. 11.9 laps. We've got all it needs. We can continue to go. Sports hard tyres cutting it nicely. When we get down the inside of Mr. Miazano, we brake quite late in this thing. He's going to come next door to us. Well done, nicely pushed. Just brush the wall. He's got the legs to keep us behind him. We try around the outside, the full Slim Shady. We've done it. There we go. Do the same again. Try and get back to Mr. Beauvoir. All the juice. Try and let the car cut into the corner now. Anybody who's following the channel will know I am genuinely trying to drive better on update 1.50. Having not found it the easiest of updates to gain control of the car, I'm hoping to be able to improve driving at all levels now. You will notice I'm using the counter steer and traction control. Both of those help massively when you're grinding. You don't need to be forcing yourself to do this 100% without the aids. You will be much quicker, much faster when you're grinding by just having that bit of security. But I'm finding update 1.50 that they make me faster. I can drive without them, but I'm slower. So it is what it is. We will use them when we need to. We'll brake on the 150. We only got to 165. Ooh, my. That's terrible. Couldn't get the car to stop. Was I chatting in a gear short? I probably was. We're going to non-stop this though. We're not going to really worry. Mr. Gallo has the fastest lap at 2:15. We're going to try and... We're going to attempt to get somewhere near 2:10 maybe. The no-stopper is going to make this exceedingly quick in the race. Don't know if it's going to be a Scudo fast, but it's going to be a challenger. The Beauvoir just slid wide. That wasn't our doing. It was all him. Opening lap was a bit slower, 2:23, but we are covering a little more distance on that first lap. To break the 1:25. This car will certainly brake a lot later into corners. Up into 7th. At 2:15, it's now a 2:10, Mr. Gallo. Excellent. Get the draft off Mr. Blazan. 166, 167. We're going to see if we can drop into his draft and try and use some of that. On 70, we're going faster, but we've not got massive pace. So Swillow now, fastest lap at 2:09.731. Our fastest lap at 2:13.894. giving it all the revs, revving it all the way. We're only on lap 3, position number 7. Keep tapping those curbs as the fuel load lightens. We will get faster. Tap the inside apex, tap the outside apex up. Still quicker. We're in the 212s. If we can power it out, 12 seconds behind the leader, almost 13. Gallo's going to be pushing on. He's going to be wondering where I am. We didn't get past Blazan last time. Easy to counteract that slide. So the tyres just starting to show a little bit of wear. Just 12.9 seconds behind the leaders. Just extending that leader fraction up into 6th. See if we can gain on Fraga just a little bit. 2:13.026 improves our fastest lap. 76% fuel, 9.8 laps to go in the fuel tank. No major dramas here. Comes Blazan. We're going to slide over to the left, give him all the room on the right. Brake on the 150. Keep all 4 wheels pointing the same direction. It's a really easy car to drive, and with a no pit stop attempt, doesn't need tyres, it doesn't need fuel. It should be a relatively smooth and easy grind race. Well, let's go with contact on the outside. He wasn't for moving. Keep clipping the wall. We might be throwing the clean race bonus away, you know. We'll have to see. Now 5th is in our sights. Damaged the front bumper there. Not being too pleasant to the AI today. Another crunch on the wall. I see it's easy to drive. I'm very keen and very eager to get the throttle down. These are clearly driver mistakes. Trying to make it to the inside apex. We can get into there and out of there faster. We've got such significant downforce, but we haven't got the top speed. Keep these boys behind us. Now we're chasing Cookerman down. Lap 4 going into lap 5. Leading the race, Mr. Gallo. He's put in the fast... Oh, he hasn't. He's put in... Mr. Suswillow in second has put the fastest lap of the race in at 2:09.731. We've just dropped out of the 13s. So Hizal in third. Cookerman, you can see him there just in front of us in 4th. We're in 5th, 16 seconds behind the leader. We're just starting to lose out to Gallo. Fraga's in 6th, half a second behind. He's approaching us quickly. Going to have to give him the room. He's going to nudge us as he goes past. That's a little bit rude. We'll give him some back. We don't mind. Obviously wasn't too happy with the entry into the hairpin. So it is what it is. Blazan then in 7th. Beauvoir in 8th. We haven't been too clean today, have we? Something we need to address and sort out. But the car itself, just lots of driver errors. Not quite predicting where it's going to go. Got a lot more grip than I think it actually has, and I'm turning into every apex and glancing every apex too tightly. Here we are, side by side with Cookabun. We've got him on the run out. Hizal next in the target list. Again, we touch the inside wheel to the apex. So the road version of the 22B about to become the next victim. Brake just on the 125. Just sponge off the brakes a little bit as we trail brake into there. Allow the car to run. This Group B rally car is certainly everything it climbs out to be. We're 3/4 of a second faster than our lap. Mr. Gallo goes to the pits. On 36% of fuel on lap 5 going into lap 6. Soft tyres is his choice. Into 6th gear. We're in 2nd place then. So Swillow still maintains that fastest lap of the race. We put in our fastest lap at 2:12.289. As Mr. Hizal comes past us, we'll give him room, fellow Subaru owner. Happy days. My Subaru goes to the garage this week for some winter servicing. It's going to have complete under seal done on the vehicle. We'll protect that for the winter, even though it never comes out of the garage in the winter. We'll get a full winter weather treatment. And Mr. Cookerman trying to come back at us. Just used his inside corner to lever ourselves round the corner. Now Swillow 7.5 seconds ahead. He's the one we're chasing down. Hizal, can we do everything we can to squeeze past you again? I'll try to be as courteous as I can. Purple, no. Just 1/4 of a second slower than our fastest lap. We just touched that inside apex again. Completely misjudging that, whether it's the width of the car maybe the front wing that's on the ground, the big wing that's on the front is just catching me out. I think that might be what it is, you know. Don't know the width of the car. 125. We're on lap 6. I'm expecting Suswillow to potentially go in this lap. Lost 1/2 second coming through there, so 3/4 of a second down on our fastest lap. It'll just be a 2:13 or something. Is he going to the pits or is he going on? He's going on another lap. Can't see where Gallo is in the ranking. He must be 9th position, maybe 10th. Is anybody else going to the pits behind us? Can't see anybody going in. 2 seconds back to Mr. Hizal, just 4 seconds to Suswillow. Beauvoir is the first one to go in on medium tyres. 15% fuel. 5.4 seconds behind Suswillow when he hits the end of the straight. Marginally faster than my previous fastest lap at this point. Like 5.5 seconds. Let's see where we can get that to by the end of the lap. If we could chase him down in the twisties, see if this is where the car really dominates. Fuel is really on our side here. At 2.5 seconds. We go 1/2 second faster than our fastest lap. There he is, catching first place, so less than a second. The brake on the 125. We're moving quicker with the reduced fuel load. outside. Had to hesitate on the throttle there. Half a second up. Are we going to have the legs on Mr. Suswillow? Is he going into the pits? Is he going to give us the benefit of the drag? He's gone in. Or is this a 2:11? It's a 2:11.7. Half a second quicker than our previous. So now this is about where we build our lead. Gallo's up to 7th now. Suswillow's gone in. Hizal's gone in. Cookabun, Fraga, Blazan will go in. And Gallo now is going to promote himself up to 2nd place. Some 15 seconds behind. We've got a motor. We're on lap 8. We know we're slower than they are. Do everything we can to try and improve. 2:11.7. Just where it needs to be. Be nice if we can drop that into the 2:10s. I personally have never driven this car at massive amount prior to this race. Not out of taste or choice, it's just not been a car that has wanted to be driven. Never jumped out or said give me a go, give me a thrash. I think I might have used it once around the Spanish rallycross track. I think that might be where I've used it. Starting to get used to the slide of the car. The front wheel's really starting to show some punishment now, but it's only a third of the wear and we're 2/3 of the race through, so get an indicator of where we are now against our fastest lap. If we've, there we go, we're going to improve that time again, a 2:11.7. But we're not keeping Gallo behind us. Look, 13 seconds now, the gap. He's just come round the hairpin. This is where he's going to start to catch us. To 11.6. So just another 10th chipped away. Lap 9. Gallo should start to make inroads into us. Unless he goes to the pits. We're looking to him to see if he goes. No, he skipped the pits. He's chasing us down. 13.1. Going to break just after the 150. So we're down to less than 12-second lead. Try and keep that gap to it's almost down at 10 seconds. Oh dear. Let's see if we can just push this that little bit further. Try and push that time back out again. We're down by 1/10.5. If we can get that back. Good. I tried to do without tapping the brakes. I tried to let the car flow around the corner. Car definitely wants to slide more. Going to with less grip. Added 2 seconds to our advantage in the twisties. Try and let the gears slow the car this time. Doesn't suffer the massive lag that the Escudo does. But what this does do is it just has that element of pace through the twisties. It carries its own pace, doesn't it? So 2:11.601 our fastest lap. So Swillow holds fastest lap of the race. We're just outside that time. Let's see if we can improve it again. Want to get that a little bit better. 13.6 seconds ahead of Gallo. He's got to go to the pits this time. There he is. He's just dived in. 43% of fuel. We're going to see if Yamanaka comes through and picks up the second place chase. On the 100, with this our fastest lap yet, or the fastest run through the start-finish line, one would suggest. Gallo has come out in second, 28 seconds down. Yamanaka goes to the pits as well, also on a 2-stop. Lap 10, 2 to go after this one. 10th and a half down again. I think that's second gear on turn 1 that's causing that. We need to go into there in third gear. So that's what we'll do next time round. We're in a position where we're going to maybe lap somebody. I don't think so. I don't think we've got the overall pace to catch Mr. Gentry. Although we should be pushing for that. Let's core up the second down. Just now that I'm aware of the width of the front of the car, we're avoiding those curbs on the inside and the apex, the outside after the apex, at least. As I said, this would be a no practice first hit uncut. That's what it is. There might be some little bit of trimming in the moving between screens, but the race will be as it is. 11.8, so we're in the 11.8. It's only 2/10 behind our fastest lap. Voice is starting to show some wear again. Need to be careful with the voice. 3.1 laps of fuel, 2 laps to go. Wonder if we could have put anti-lag on. That would have given us more gajon. Bavavoom. Wouldn't it? Third gear, we said, going to try and carry a little bit more pace in and through. That's a lift. I just saw the tail end of a car there, I think. I think we just saw Gentry. Well, let's see if we can. Half a second we lost. Front tyres now down to 50%. Biting that into there, trying to pick up that lost time. 30 seconds back to Gallo before we hit the straight. Entry's just gone round that corner. We run just a fraction wide. Let's pick that up with a tight second apex. So looking at this as we go on to the final lap, we need to add around 2:10 to the time across the line. It's going to be a 26:30. It's not going to be a tremendously quick lap. It's going to be up there with the top guys. 2:12.0. Let's see, 2.2 laps of fuel. We're doing well. 29.1 seconds back to Gallo. So we definitely have one pit stop's worth of time in there. Don't need to stop though, the tyres are in decent condition. Entry's just gone round that corner. Our challenge is to catch Mr. Gentry. Where we go. careful. A little nudge on the inside corner. And there's Gentry. That's the target. The third target, really, isn't it? It's there to be had. Are we going to catch him? Are we going to beat him across the line? 29 seconds ahead of Gallo. Gallo's still catching. He's still chasing. Be nice if we can get into his slip and just run past him. Here we go. It looks like we're going to try. There's Gentry now. He's weaving. He's trying to keep it away from us. I don't think we're going to have the legs. We've got the fuel. We're not going to get there. It's so close. Look at that. Superb. That was exciting. I enjoyed that. That's a great little car. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Ridley. Appreciate it. Nice to slip one of these videos in occasionally. But he's also given me a Le Mans setup, which we're going to have to try, aren't we? Very much, definitely so. So the RCZ, the Group B rally car, comes in 26.41, which isn't bad. That's not a bad time at all in comparison. With 30 seconds ahead of Gallo, it was a no-stopper. Fastest lap of the race went to Gallo at a 2:08.065, and that's some 3 seconds almost quicker than we managed. But with his 2 stops, he wasn't able to get any closer, but he got it back from Suswillow, finished in 4th place, some 40 seconds back. Do we get that clean race bonus? We don't. Too many touches on the curbs. Maybe that little battle with one of the racers in the early laps cost us that, but cash in the bank. 7.5 million credits. We're getting there. It's slowed down. Restart ticket just to make you feel good about yourself. Happy days. And there she is, the RCZ, the Peugeot Group B rally car. It might be one for you, it might not. It's worth trying. It's going to be a good grinder. It's going to get you around the circuit, but will it give you that clean race bonus? More than nothing. We'll just have to find out. We'll see you on the next ones, folks. All the best. Take care. Goodbye for now.